Good evening, everybody. I'm back again. Good evening, everybody. In the trenches, still trying to do my thing. So it's the truth serum. Thank you for watching. We're gonna try to unpack some things, take a look at some stuff. So come on, hang out with me. Go grab a water, a cup of coffee. We're gonna take a look at some things. So I appreciate your support and everything else. Um, every day there's new things happening, and we'll just try to keep abreast on it. Uh, the like I put in my thumbnail, the title, the culture is shifting from 2016 to today. Obviously, you know what I loved the best at the UFC fight after John Jones knocked his opponent out or submitted him, that he did the Trump dance. He did the Trump dance. Donald Trump was there with Elon Musk and Kid Rock, some other people. Donald Trump was front row, and John Jones did the Trump dance and pointed right at Donald Trump. Priceless, priceless. They're doing the Trump dance now. The NFL, all that woke craziness, all that let's later, all the football players. Well, you got to wear pink panties. You got to wear pink panties and do all this gender fag stuff in the league. And these NFL players must have been sitting there thinking, "Geez, I don't really want to go along with this, but if I want to make a paycheck, I better go along with it." But the owners are telling me to do all this really perverted woke bull crap and all that stuff. But now that President Trump got elected, did you folks see in the NFL yesterday when the athletes do their touchdown dance? There was 42 touchdown dances that was the Trump dance. In Detroit, they scored 50. They scored 6, 7 touchdowns. They were all doing, and that's in Detroit, Michigan. In Detroit, Michigan. And the fans were going crazy and cheering and everything else. They did it all over the NFL. These NFL players finally had enough of all that crazy rainbow, homo, all that stuff. They were sick of that stuff. You got to wear pink panties this Sunday. You got to do this. You got to wear a garter. You got to look like a bum. But if you want a paycheck, you got to do all this political stupid stuff on the field. But once Trump got elected, boy, they had enough. They had enough, and they're all doing the Trump dance. Holy cow, I never saw anything like it. When John Jones did the Trump dance after he won the fight, the crowd was so loud, they never could record the decibels as being higher than that. The sound was deafening. So the culture has changed. People are able to make decisions for themselves. I mean, come off it. Excuse me. So it just goes to show you where they've had everything their own way. They've had just complete carte blanche. CNN is going bankrupt. The View is going bankrupt. All that propaganda stuff, they're like, you're not relevant. You're a whisper. Nobody's watching. So are you either going to change the platform of your networks, or are you going to just continue to tank? How far do you want to just continue? Haven't they learned? Propaganda media is done. They already had a funeral for it. So why do they revisit the scene of the slaughter? I mean, come on. They just, now Pennsylvania in the presidential election. or in the Senate race. That bum, who is it? Casey. He doesn't want to concede. It's over. Well, I'm not. We're not going to do the things, and then the state voting people get up there. They make an ass out of themselves. It's like, oh, we don't care if there's certified ballots or non-certified ballots. We don't care. They're like, they could be charged for that. The 3 voting commissioners there, they sat up on a panel. They talked all this gibberish, and they're like, oh, so they don't care about that Senate race. The Senate race, you could call it or not. You can concede or not, Mr. Democrat. That guy's already got a freaking office in Washington. So January 3rd, you can contest whatever. It's already in the books. McCaskey, whatever his name is, he's already got his office set up for January 3rd in Washington. So you could play that goofy game over there, but what is it? They're making themselves look much stupider. Well, when you get defeated bad and everything, you regroup, you try to come up with a new strategy, and how can I do things better? Are they just programmed on the same script day after day after day? CNN reportedly is clearing all those propaganda hosts out. Suspect if they do, Anderson Cooper, well, we don't need to pay you that $40 million. Your audience is gone. 70% of your audience is gone. Well, I don't think we're going to pay you $40 million anymore. Jake Tapper, they're gone. CNN is going bankrupt. Just get rid of those puppets. Get rid of those $100 million puppets. Joe Scarborough and that witch of a wife and all that. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to open up new contracts and keep paying them those contracts? When your ratings are tanking, the ads you sell for commercials, you can't sell them at a premium rate. They're at discounted rates. So you're supposed to use those ads to keep CNN going and pay the expenses and the payroll. Well, the ratings are down. The commercials, you're getting paid less from the commercials because you got low ratings. So you can't afford those puppets. You can't afford, nitwits like Joy Reid and all of them. And are they going to change or what? They're just going to stay blinded? The culture is shifting. People get their content from other places. It ain't traditional. You could have that propaganda media up there till the end of the time. As long as you got globalist billionaires that still want to pour money into that losing game, well, then just go pour your money into that losing game. The View is done. They tanked their ratings. Everything they've touched is tanked. America has came out and said, F you. F you to the bums on The View and ABC and all that and this and that. They've had enough. We've had enough. Now, don't you recognize that the public has had enough? Or do you just want to continue on with the same propaganda, the same rhetoric, the same crazy stuff over and over and over again? Wow. And Joy Reid, that biggest racist of them all, the biggest racist of them all. She's talking smack about Elon Musk, right? You ready for this one? Oh, I got an account. This is Joy Reid, that racist cue ball, whatever she is, mongrel. She gets up there. We got to boycott X. Elon Musk, he's this, he's that. We got to boycott X, right? So she goes to take her account off of X, right? Because Elon Musk is freedom of speech. Write whatever you want. There's no censors in there. like YouTube and Facebook. There's no censors in there. You know, the moderator that's watching this right now, you know, the moderator that's tore my channel down, the moderator that you're watching me right now. Well, they don't have them on X. They don't watch. They don't watch for what people are saying. What's up, Mike and Mario? So they don't watch and censor people. Okay, moderator that's watching this, they don't watch. Elon Musk says, whatever you got to say, there's freedom of speech. Come on to X. All right, let's get back to Joy Reid. I got to have a smoke to this one, folks. Forgive me. I'm going to take my account off of the thing, blah, 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 what. You know, she had a big following on there because it's all propaganda bullcrap and this and that. So she goes, she takes it off, right? She talks some smack about Elon Musk. Elon Musk said, I don't have time for any of that. Whoever you are, whatever you want to do, you're welcome. There's freedom of speech in America. Put your thing up there. All right. She takes down her account. Joy Reid pulls her account off. Like Elon Musk is going to go, oh, dare Joy Reid, the biggest racist piece of crap on television, in media, the biggest shit spot everywhere. Elon Musk is supposed to say, oh, dare I lost Joy Reid from CNN propaganda media. What do you think? You're going to make Elon Musk squirm over a freaking degenerate pig like her? What does she do? She puts her account back up. But she lost 1.7 million followers. 2.7 million followers. She lost in midair with her cutie pie move. She lost with her cutie pie move. Nobody cares. What's up, Philly Bob? Nobody cares. Anderson Cooper. Nobody cares. Jake Tapper. Nobody cares. You bums are done. If those billionaires, those puppet masters want to still pay for you guys to be puppets, then go ahead. They deserve to continue to go broke. They're continuing to go broke. And by the way, while we're on the topic, Disney. What remember once upon a time when Disney was holier than thou and so child orientated and just so, you know, Americana, apple pie, Disney, wow, the nice cartoons, the mermaid, and all the historical Disney things for little children, and everything's just bells and whistles. Then Disney changes to woke, perverted cartoons. Who's the Einsteins over there that are wondering why their bottom line has fell out? Who's the Einsteins over there that wondering why their numbers are terrible? Disney. Perverted, woke, gay, homo stuff in the storylines of their cartoons that little boys and girls are watching. You have to be evil on purpose. Now, anybody in the corporate headquarters said, well, hey, listen, Jerry, I don't think that's a good idea. I think our numbers are falling off. I don't think that's a good idea. Putting little boys that are 7 in cartoons and they're wearing dresses and whatever's going on over there. Disney. Ain't anything left sacred, folks. They better change their narrative. They better change their commentary. They better change everything. You need to get a new team. Anderson Cooper, down 72%. Jake Tapp, their viewership as a whole is just boom. Do they still want to honor huge contracts for these bums that have just became irrelevant? They've been slowly tanking over the last 3 or 4 years. They've been slowly tanking, but now after the election, the whole train stopped. The whole propaganda train stopped. November 4th, the election. It all stopped right there. And now it's like, hey, Ivan, and now it's like, what do we do? Do we change? Do we maybe move to the middle and we don't be, there used to be liberal, middle, conservative, and things like that. They're beyond liberal. They're just beyond radical. They're in just a perversion. Yeah. Mr. Lord. So they took it to another level. So, holy cow. I'm not going to cry about what they did to me, everything else. I'm going to get up here. I'm going to still have my fun. I'm going to still have fun with the good people here. And when Trump gets in, I think I might go into a class action lawsuit against YouTube, a class action lawsuit. And let's see how much money that my channel would have made if you didn't censor me and cut my subscribers off. Maybe a judge will figure that out. Moderator, are you watching it? Maybe my name will be on the list because they're coming at you, YouTube. Elon Musk and them, they're coming at you for your censorship and everything else. So they don't want censorship on any social media platform in America. So you better get your lawyers out because there's going to be tons of channels that you've suppressed and took their ability away for making money. I would have had 75,000 subscribers right now. I could have been making money on ads. I could have been getting super chats. I could have been getting donations. I could have been getting a lot. But they stopped my ability for that financial gain. This is only the beginning. And my name, God willing, will be right on that list. The truth serum. Complainant. Complainant, the truth serum. Figure it out. Figure it out. So if that happens, that would be nice. But don't be trying to censor people because of whatever religious, political, or race or anything. That's called discrimination. That's called discrimination. So I'd love, that's a far away type of thing. But if it could happen, sign me up. Sign me up. They know all the activity of my channel and everything. They know all the analytics of my channel from the first day I came on air. They know the analytics. So everything's switching. Everything is switching. And now all the politicians are going crazy. The actors are going crazy. They blew the money on the election. They were told that the polls, Kamala's up 7% here. Kamala's up 6% here. Kamala's up. Kamala's up. Keep sending that money, you Hollywood actors and musicians. Keep sending that money. The race is close. It's a close race. You keep sending that money. Kamala's up 7%. Kamala's up 6%. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. They were all fake polls. They were all phony polls. Now, I can appreciate a good con game here or there if it doesn't hurt anybody too much. But that con game, they got beat at their own con game. They got beat at their own con game. Now they're looking for 20 million somewhere. There's 20 million missing somewhere. There's 40 million missing somewhere else. There's 32 million missing somewhere else. Woo, boy. They want to put the mafia gangsters in jail, huh? So they fooled all those Americans to thinking that the race was close. And then when it turned out, it was a bloodbath. All the battleground states, nonetheless, bloodbath. They're all going, geez, I thought it was closer. I want my money back. How you feel now, George Clooney? How you feel now, Robert De Niro? How do you feel now, Megan Thee Stallion? How you feel now, Beyonce, and the rest of those clowns? How do you feel now? Wow. Unbelievable. Listen, Robert De Niro said, he's telling, well, he said you should vote for Kamala. So because Robert De Niro is a good actor, that I should vote for whoever he says. Okay, Beyonce's got good music, so I like her music, but she told me who to vote for, so I should listen to Kamala. Megan Thee Stallion, oh, whatever she is, I don't even know, but she's got a big ass, I know that much. But whatever she says, I should listen to her. All these entertainers and musicians that are all part of the Hollywood La La Land and all that stuff, they thought that they could pay them people to endorse them and forget about everything else that's going on in the country. Inflation, the economy, the border, World War III, everything under the sun. Let's just forget about all the stuff that's been tanking our country for 4 years. But Robert De Niro said, vote for Kamala. Okay, Bobby D. Okay. Yeah. Okay, George Clooney. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. You see how indoctrinated and polluted and diluted that they've been rocking and rolling for so long. They can't see clearly, and they just think everything's just always going to go their way. They're so used to being pampered. They're so used to calling the shots. They're so used to the power of whatever, and then they can't even see straight. And they got conned. The freaking Kamala campaign and told the pollsters, tell them we're winning. We need all that. We need those donations. So tell all them suckers we're winning. We're winning in the polls. Tell all those Hollywood elites and them suckers we're winning. We need more money. Don't stop now. We're almost to the wire. Come on. We're almost there. Come on, folks. Keep this money coming in. Come on. Donald Trump spent 190 times less money on ads. They played negative ads against Donald Trump around the clock. They had they had 200 times more ads, and it was still a bloodbath election. They had the propaganda media. They had all the money for the ads. They had everything. They conned everybody for the campaign support. They had everything their own way until they didn't. And now they're still running around going, what happened? What happened? What happened? Wow. So, yeah, I don't know. Ivan Lore, Philly Bob, Mario Mendez, Michael Condinas. I got my crew here riding in my car. And yeah. Now, Obama, Hillary, and some of these ex-government politicians in high places, they're worried about P. Diddy. They're worried about P. Diddy. Well, let me tell you something, folks. You think P. Diddy's going to go away for 200 years? Well, I don't know. I'm a gambling man. Well, I don't gamble anymore. Here, there, a dollar. But P. Diddy videotaped either personally or had 6 cameras in every room at the mansion. He's got these politicians naked, Mr. Anderson. So P. Diddy, let's unpack this, folks. Let's unpack this. Take another sip. Let's look at the Diddy situation, because that's trending real big right now. But I'm gonna flip it like the rest of the media won't spin it. I'll give it a good spin. I think give you a real good spin. Okay. And you got Oprah. This what all this is about is sex trafficking. Okay. Well, that sounds extreme. Well, okay, let's listen. There's Hollywood parties back in the 90s and 2000. There's Hollywood parties where they just do this and they rock and roll. They do everything else and bum, 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 bum. But then after midnight, those parties turn into a different show. A lot of people knew what happened after midnight and they would go home because they know what happened at those freak offs and those parties after midnight. That's when all hell breaks loose. So P. Diddy was holding a camera videotaping. Then he's got cameras in the rooms at 7 different angles, and 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 he's videotaping, and he's videotaping, and he's got videos everywhere. Was Pete Diddy thinking, let me just videotape everything in case someday I could uh, um um I could have some leverage? And well, if I go down, everybody's going down because I got so and so naked in a room with little boys and girls. I got so and so naked in a room with little boys and girls. And I got so and so doing all kinds of crazy stuff, political figures, entertainers, everybody under the sun. So did Pete Diddy sit back and go, I got to keep, well, he had the camera in his hand a lot of times. And these people are naked doing all this wild stuff. So was Diddy thinking someday I might get busted for whatever, but I gotta keep these videos somewhere and just keep recording, and didn't Bill Clinton, wasn't he rocking out there? Wasn't Epstein rocking out? Epstein, that's interesting. Wasn't he rocking out there? What wasn't Oprah? Oprah was rocking many times. They got pictures of Oprah doing the diddly the bum 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 bum. Geez, I wonder where they were getting those young girls from, Oprah. I don't know. Maybe my memory fails, but weren't you taking trips to Africa, bringing back all these young girls? And you're trying to be Mother Teresa. You're putting on the Mother Teresa act, and you're just recruiting all these girls and to provide young girls into sex trafficking. Where these all of a sudden there's young, where they come? Where are their parents? Wouldn't you think their parents would be like, well, parents want to know where their kids are for, till 9 o'clock the next morning. There'd be, so many missing persons reports out there. Where'd all these young kids come from, Oprah? Where'd they all come from? Where were you taking applications? So they're grabbing children and they end up at these places. Now, there's many people, prominent people, that were doing things with little boys and girls. Forget about Justin Bieber and Usher. Forget about Justin Bieber and Usher. There's a lot of other unnamed children. Where'd they come from? They're having parties. There's 32 kids in this party. Where they come from? Where they being housed? What's going on here? There's a lot of overhead. There's a lot of logistical stuff that has to be implemented into that. Yeah. Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. They were partying out. They were rocking out with their C out, rock out with your out. And they were so high, they were so drunk. Some of them were drugged up. They can't remember who the hell they laid down in bed with. Honey, listen, I'm gonna go over to this room and check out the little boys. You could go over there in that room and check out the little girls. All right, I'll talk to you later. Now they're all sitting back there going, damn, this Diddy's got videotape. Why do you think the FBI and all them swarmed Diddy's compound? They were looking for the videotapes. He had videos of everything. P. Diddy. Did he make copies? I mean, he videotaped everything. So they could talk about P. Diddy this. No, I'm not trying to be a P. Diddy fan or stick up for him, but I'm just playing a lawyer. I'm playing a lawyer, and I'm trying to figure out what is what. Did P. Diddy think, well, I better have some freaking stuff on them just in case? Or did he just videotape it just to play it on rerun and just watch his personal library of freaking porno with boys and girls and freaks and all? Did he just want it for his personal stock? Porno videos of everything under the sun? And or have some freaking leverage in case they want to come out, because there are presidents and vice presidents and senators and congressmen at them freak offs. So half of them are wondering, damn, P. Diddy had the camera right in their faces. So let me tell you, thank you folks for coming in here and hanging out with me, okay? This is what they used to do. They would go into the mansion, okay? They'd go into the mansion and they were running some kind of ritual, Luciferian, the Illuminati, the Luciferians, and all this and that. And they would run this, they would do this ceremony with the hoods, and they'd worship the devil and Babel and all this. They'd do their thing and stuff or whatever. Some would participate, others would just mosey on down through the mansion, whatever. Okay. When you go in, you could have a buffet or something like that, or you go on a tour. There's rooms everywhere. So, okay, let's take a tour. Well, over here in this room, this is the homo room. You could go over here. We got little boys over here in this room. You want to hang out and party in there, blah, blah, blah. We got the little boy room. Well, over here, we got the little girl room. Well, over here, we got the orgy room. So when you're done with taking the tour, you tell them, well, I want to go hang out with the little boys, or I want to go hang out with the little girls. And then you go do whatever you do. In the meantime, they're being videotaped. They're being videotaped. So they got these people naked. They got these people, politicians, movie stars, actors, they got them naked with little boys and little girls doing God knows what. And what's all this stuff that P. Diddy's with all these cases of Vaseline? Connect the dots. I don't even want to connect those dots, but jeez. The whole place has got Vaseline. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Denzel Washington, great actor, Denzel Washington. He went. There's producers and directors. Denzel's doing movies. They go out to the Hollywood party. They rock and roll. But after midnight, you better leave because you don't want to participate. They know what goes on after midnight. The directors will celebrate after the movie awards. They'll get together at the parties. Yeah, the nice movie, Mr. Director. Nice movie, Mr. Producer. Great acting, Denzel. Boom, boom, boom. Bing, bing, bing. Denzel, I believe it was, yes, Denzel. He went in, but he didn't want to be seen going through the front door. I don't know why, but he would go over to the other side. Whatever happened, right? He goes in there. There's a young girl on a table. A young girl on a table, naked, with grapes and oranges and fruits and whipped cream and strawberries on her body. Whoa, 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 whoa. Denzel said, I better get to stepping. I got to get out of here. So they wanted him to go do some of this other kind of stuff. They wanted him to smooze around and all that. And they're kind of being adamant. So he went out some other side entrance because there's a lot of security. There's a lot of security. There's security. You can rest assured that. And they were just trying to stop him from leaving. He was going to. So he's getting out to where his car is, He don't need valet. He ain't waiting on valet. He's going to his car and he's getting out of Dodge. It was the first time he saw that. And he was like, nah, I ain't getting tied into this, man. I can't. What is going on here? So this sex trafficking, okay, that really started picking up in the in the late 80s, 90s, in the early 2000s and everything. But there's a global network of billionaires. There's billionaires around the world that don't care about Hollywood and the music industry, the music industry, the film industry. They don't care about that. They got mansions with little boys and girls in the dungeons that they just rock and roll, and they even breed 12-year-old girls to make more babies so they can get those little young girls. And this goes on globally, globally. So there's a billion-dollar industry to purchase these kids that just disappear for everything. And Oprah's making trips, humanitarian trip to the African underprivileged schools, and there's 75 girls there. Where'd they end up? All of a sudden, you didn't hear anything about them girls anymore. Oh, Oprah, look at me, I'm donating to the what happened to those girls? They got bought off. They got bought off by the globalist billionaires that want to have sex with 10-year-old girls, 11-year-old girls. When they turn 12, they breed them and they keep them in these isolated mansions with guards and people of power. It sounds very uh, uh, conspiracy theory. No, it's facts. And it will come out. Well, whatever, how much they want to release to the public. But, it's paramount to, yeah, here's 3 globalists, and they're like, we got some new stock for you. No, we don't have any humans or girls. We got some stock for you. We got this little 12-year-old black girl. Oh yeah, wow. Let's get, do I get 1,000? Do I hear 5,000? Oh, she's still a virgin. Well, let's get 10,000. They're bidding on the stock like they're cattle. Billionaires all over. And just all over planet Earth. And you know what one of their crazy theories is? And I've heard this from African gurus and the leaders of the African tribes and things like that. This is kind of crazy. Yes, they are perverted and they're all sick and they're warped and pedophiles, but they believe that if you have sex with an underage girl or 12-year-old girl or a 12-year-old boy, that you capture the youthful essence from them through sexual relation. So these 70-year-old billionaire globalists, they could do that to young kids, and they believe that they capture this youthful essence from a 10-year-old girl, 11-year-old boy, that they're robbing the youthful essence off of them, and that will give them longevity, longer years to live. There's belief in that. I believe it. It all makes sense to me. It all connects with all the other crazy shit. So yeah, P. Diddy, he says, well, did he make tapes? How many of those video drives and all that did the FBI pick up? How many did they pick up? But if they did, can they be sure that that was the whole booty? That was the whole bounty? Was that the whole collection of videos? They can't be sure that that's the whole library of videos. Did he make copies? Does he have other videos sitting with his lawyer in Philadelphia that he called up maybe and said, hey, listen, if anything goes bad, keep these videos safe, and I'm going to take everybody down if they want to prosecute me. I'm going to take everybody down, because there's presidents and vice presidents and first ladies getting really crazy at these parties. And P. Diddy had the camera in their face. They are caught naked. Oh boy. I always thought that Hillary had that little freak in her with that little pantsuit and everything else. I would say, check her papers. Michelle Obama and Obama. What's going on over there? You getting a little freaky deaky? I see a freaking kissing Epstein. One thing, Oprah and Epstein are swapping spit. Oprah and Weinstein are swapping spit. All of them. They're all in the same freaking triangle. They're all in the same triangle. Well, very interested, my good people. Very interested. And holy cow, who knows where does it go from here? P. Diddy would have to be really stupid if he didn't have a library of videotapes sitting in his lawyer's vault. Is he that stupid and so much of a megalomaniac, whacked out perv that he didn't think that, I better hold on, I better have copies of this everywhere because maybe someday they might come and raid me and just take that out. What's up, Mr. Spataro? So was he that good of a chess player or strategist that he's got the most prominent people on those videos sitting at Fort Knox? And somebody might call the district attorney up from a high level place in government, and whoever's prosecuting Pete Diddy, they might get a phone call and say, listen, we got a lot of covert stuff that might be on those videos. Just slap Pete Diddy on the hand, because if he wants to break out with videos with presidents and vice presidents and congressmen and senators, if he wants to break out those videos of all them people doing crazy stuff to little boys and little girls, then we might want to just give him a slap on the hand, give him 3 to 5, and then just tell him, don't show your face on TV anymore and just stay off the radar, P. Diddy. Because he's going, if P. Diddy goes down, if they come out there and say, P. Diddy has just been sentenced to 60 years in jail, you can rest assured within the next month that these people, these lawyers that are holding these videos, they're going to be selling these videos to places and it is all going to come out. Yeah, well, they might put P. Diddy in there, but guess what? He's gonna get it in too and say, yeah, by the way, here, I don't know what Obama was doing. I don't know what Michelle Obama was doing. I don't know what Oprah was doing. I don't know what George Clooney was doing. I don't know what all them clowns were doing over there with these little boys and girls. I don't know. They got to look at the videos and see who the freaking players are. But they're all back there. All the politicians, all the music players, all the actors, they're saying, damn, I know I got drunk. I might have got drugged, and I know I was in bed with all kinds of people. Were they little boys? Were there little girls? Oh my gosh, I woke up with a headache. I can't remember anything. And by the way, my booty's sore. Golly. I thought P. Diddy kept cases of Vaseline around. That's wow. Jeez, what happened over there? Jeez, am I on video? Holy cow. They're all shaking in their boots. So you don't just believe that P. Diddy's going away for 100 years. Now, I'm not his fan or anything. I'm just trying to say, legally speaking, legally cases, who's got leverage, who's got this or that. But there's people in very high places, ex-presidents, to say the least, as well as many other recognizable names. They're all going, damn, I should have got out of, wow. They just thought it was Shangri-La. We're going to rock and roll. It's never going to end. It's never going to end. I don't know if Diddy's that stupid or if Diddy's that smart. I don't know. because when you're involved in a lot of illegal stuff, the mafia, when you're involved in a lot of illegal stuff, you're thinking of the worst case scenarios. You're thinking exit strategies. You're thinking, well, if this happens, then this, I better prepare and do this. If this, so, I mean, you would think that he would have had an exit strategy or, or you know, a strategy. If it all falls apart, then I'm going to rely on this, and I can blackmail everybody. I can blackmail everybody, ex-presidents, movie stars, singers, actresses, politicians. I'm going to blackmail everybody. He could make 300 million on that alone. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Senator. Oh, hello, ex-president. Yeah, by the way, I was just going through my old video library. I don't know. Them boys and girls, you were in that room, the one upstairs down the hall on the left. Yeah, it looks to me like you're in bed with a little girl there. And I could use 10 million. He could have extorted them. He could have extorted them like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Obama. Yeah. Hello, Oprah. Oh, Oprah was the king freak. They said Oprah was the freaky freak. Oh, she's going to get some girls from the orphanage in Africa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, Oprah. Yeah, yeah. They said she was the real freaky deaky. Oh, Oprah. He's They got pictures, they got still frames, they got videos, they got everything under the sun. But where are those kids? Where are those kids? And then how convenient that they have an open border here because they're all psychopaths and pervs. They got to open. Where are all those missing children? Oh, they ended up in the river. Oh, so, well, they didn't make it. They died along the way. They died along the way. The children, they're not with the parents, and all of a sudden they died along the way. All these missing kids. What they need to restock. They need to restock their kids. They're restocking the little boys and girls so they can offer them up at all these freaky parties all over the world. And they sell them too. They sell them like cattle. Woo, boy. Mm, yeah. So it is going to be very interesting, my good people. And every day it's just going to be another head scratcher. Like, ooh, man. One of them, this is what's going to happen. They're gonna smash on somebody, right? Very high up name. And then he's gonna say, well, if that's the case, Senator so and so was there. Well, if that's the case, and it'll just it will just spread like a wildfire. It'll spread. Because you just don't want to be the only one on the news up there being talking about doing all this crazy stuff. You want to have 35 people on the news, so maybe they might miss you the next time they're doing a report. So you don't want to be the extreme focus. You want to say, well, yeah, well, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. The list is getting longer and longer and longer of how many people were rocking and rolling over there for a lot of years. Man. It extends into the political apparatus, just not movie stars and musicians. It extends into the political apparatus. And then so you're melting all these things together, and these psychopaths that prey on these young children, all of a sudden they're introduced into that. And it became more prevalent. It became more prevalent. Did they ship these children in for these parties and then ship them out? Who was doing that? When you think about where these kids come from, are their parents wondering where they are? Are they on milk cartons where they just come up missing, or where? Or do they get recruited? Well, Oprah went to Africa to the orphanage. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, geez, it's just a roundup for little kids so they could play their crazy, whacked out games. These people gain so much power, they think they're bulletproof, and they just rock and roll like there's no tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, things come out, and then gets real crazy. So I don't know. P Diddy, P Diddy, P Diddy, P Diddy. He had a media. That's why I think he might have did it on purpose, because P Diddy had a media in the a guy with just camera. He's the video cameras in the rooms, and all this. He had like a media expert guy, some technical nerd or whatever that could handle the media, or all the videos and everything else. When the mailman came to deliver the mailman was being videotaped. Everybody got videotaped. So he put that in place. He put that in place. He's in the rooms while these people are whacked out. He's P. Diddy's in rooms taping, or P. Diddy's sitting in his master's chambers and he's watching what's going on closed circuit TVs in his little cave. He's watching the perversion that's going on in all these rooms. And he'd go out into his house in the mansion and videotape for whatever and do it for himself. And he had another guy that was his job description, put everything on tape. So that's where they ended up with all these videos. There's got to be 1,000 videos. Well, 75 thumb. There's got to be thousands of videos. That was a guy's job. That was a guy's actual job description. And Gene Deal, his right-hand man and bodyguard, he's out there. He's spilling all the beans now, too. His right-hand man. They're all spilling all the beans. P. Diddy has got videos for days. Will we ever see them? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting, folks. Going to be interesting. So there you have it, everybody. I appreciate everybody that comes in here. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, there's a link to the Cash App. There's a link to the book it's in the description. And I'll keep fighting in the trenches. We can keep getting together. We have a little fun. We'll try to look at some things and rock out. So that's that. Monday Night Football. We'll get there. Enjoy a football game. Go Bills. Big victory. They finally beat Kansas City. So everything's good. There's a better vibe in the air. The election is over and the air feels different. The air feels different. And it's just so nice to sit back and let all those evildoers finally get their day. Finally get their day. Sometimes the wheels move slowly, but over time, it'll make it there. And then after that, it's like, So we'll keep an eye on things. I'll keep in the trenches. I don't miss nothing out there. I don't miss nothing. How do you think I come up with this stuff? I watch everything. I investigate everything. I research everything. So I'm in the trenches. Let's see what we can do, and then we'll get together, and that's that. So thank you, everybody. I wish prosperity and goodwill on everybody, and we're going to get there. And thank you, John Jones, for doing the Trump dance in the middle of the ring. Thank you. Thank you, football players, for doing the Trump dance in the end zone. Thank you, football players. That all that pink panty wearing shit on the football field, all that shit is over. They know Trump is elected now, and now they're rocking with Trump. Social culture has changed. The culture has changed. They can't control it anymore. Their propaganda media is done. Their woke bullshit and perversion is done. We're coming back to normalcy. We're coming back. All that freaking pink panties on the field and, all that stuff. These football players must have been saying, damn, I don't like doing this, but I don't want to get problems with the owner of the team. I don't want to have problems. But now that it's over, they're like, "Shh, let's do the Trump dance. Let's do the Trump dance." Every player that got a touchdown last Sunday, every NFL player that got a touchdown, well, 70% of the players that scored a touchdown in the NFL did the Trump dance. And the crowds were going nuts. The crowds were going nuts. We're entering a new enlightened era, an era, a golden age of enlightenment. We took out the trash, bury the trash. Let's move forward and have a good feeling. Everything's going good. Everybody's going to be all right. We're going to have a couple more dollars to maybe go on a vacation or maybe buy a steak or something. Maybe we'll have more dollars, and they're trimming all that fat off of that budget. What they found, what waste they found already, they're trimming all that down. So maybe we have lower taxes. So everything's going to be all right. You got 4 years of Trump. You're going to have 8 years of J.D. Vance and Vivek Ramaswamy. The Democrats, I don't even see in the foreseeable future when the Democrats are going to have anybody to even run against the Republicans. They're totaled out, just like CNN, ABC, Disney. They're totaled out. They've been ostracized from the human Americans, the human Americans. They've been, get away from us. Get away, CNN. Get away. Get away, Disney. Get away. Get away. We want what's real. So they're trimming all the fat. Everything's going to be good. And then maybe there could be better economic times and we could have a little more disposable income to buy a snack, buy a weekend at Six Flags, take the kids on a little trip somewhere, buy them some good clothes for school. Maybe we'll have a couple extra dollars to get back on track. So hope this should be the beginning. Trump's going to get things rolling. That's a no-brainer. So we're going to be all right. That stuff's been purged like an evil demon. There's been an exorcism. There's been an exorcism of the Democrats and CNN and propaganda. There's been an exorcism. The demons are gone. Now take a breath and everything's good. They don't have a shot to win the presidency. The Democrats don't have a chance to win the presidency for a long, long time, unless they put somebody in front of America that's a true blue, real dude. Because we've seen enough phonies for a long, long time. So Americans ain't going to be fooled by propaganda, sleight of hand, and magic tricks. That's buried. Been there, done it forever. That's buried. See, they're still clinging on to their little games. They're just demented. CNN and they're still clinging on to their little, but nobody's watching. They're a little whisper. They're a little whisper. So unless there's a real good-looking candidate that doesn't have affiliation with craziness or ties with craziness and everything like that, they might have a fraction of a shot to win an election. But it'll take a lot because after Trump, J.D. Vance might be rolling, rocking and rolling. It's going to be hard to take him down. He could be in there for 8 years. Vivek Ramaswamy, these are all thinkers. These are all good-looking people, thinkers. They are for your interests. They are for your interests, for America's interests. So that's it, folks. If you want to help me with a cup of coffee, there's a link in the description to my Cash App. And if you want to hit the like button, it don't matter if you subscribe because they froze that. My subscribers, have you noticed it's been stuck on 1,200 for 17 months? Have you noticed my subscribers have been stuck on 1,200 for 17 months? I would have had 50,000 by now at the rate I was going. So that's that. That's that. But I was brung up. My mother told me, stick up for yourself. Whatever happens, defend yourself, stick up for yourself. So if I lose my channels, that's it. That's it. I'm not going to be a little punk wimp bitch and that, whatever. So No, this ain't rainbow. This ain't rainbow. Everybody gets a trophy. You stick up for what you believe in, and that's that. When you go to bed at night, you can rest assured, yes, I did what I believed in. Whatever happens, happens. So that's all right. But I destroyed the ability to make any money on my channel. So that's that. All right, folks. Thank you for joining once again. That's it from here. You got the Monday Night Report. I'm going to watch the game. I'm going to relax and try to stay awake for as long as the game goes on. All right, folks. Thank you.